What can rabbits teach us about leadership? Turns out a lot about little things. In 1859, a farmer imported a couple of dozen rabbits to Australia so that he would have something to hunt to entertain himself. And turns out he wasn't the perfect shot, and so within 30 years those rabbits had multiplied to such an extent that they had eaten much of the vegetation that kept the topsoil in place in Australia, and that topsoil ended up blowing into the ocean. Not all of those small things can have big impacts that are bad. So one of the teams which I had the pleasure to lead was going through a particularly difficult time. They dealt with high volumes, short periods of time. It was peak season. We were down some people, and they were frustrated. And I said, "What's one thing that we can do that would make your life better?" And they said, "Change the way we charge rush fees." Really? It didn't make sense to me because the money didn't go into their pocket. And they said, no. I said, so many people are using the rush fees as a way of shortcutting the line and to compensate for bad planning. Not everybody, but a lot of people are, and that makes their job more difficult. It meant that they had to do more work, more complexity, it changed the schedules. It was very difficult. So we said, okay, done. Took us a couple of weeks to implement it, and we did. More to the point, not just about changing how the process operated. It did make it more efficient, but it changed the way that the people saw how they could impact the team. Rather than just doing what they were told, they recognized that by offering suggestions, it could change the way that they operated, could make their life better, could improve the organization. So, what's one small thing that we can do that could change the way that things operate? That small question can have big results. Ask your team that question. What's one small thing we can do that'll make things better around here? You may be surprised at the results, and there may be dramatic improvement.